Hello everyone, it's me, and I'm back to repairing more Joy-Cons, as usual, because I'm slowly getting my phone's storage unclogged. I begin with the usual of, testing and then going with the left Joy-Con, because I don't know, I like starting with simpler stuff, and the left Joy-Con is just simply simpler. It isn't as complicated as the right Joy-Con, which you'll see will cause some issues later in the video. Anyway, yeah. You can see me taking it apart and it's basically done already. So I pull out. Oh yeah, I lost something. That's why the flashlight was on. I cleaned the buttons, most importantly, so they wouldn't be dirty, because it's even a clear shell, so it would even look worse, and dirty buttons look bad anyway. So yeah, I'm taking my time to clean them, each and every one, and here you go. We took out the new ZR, ZL, SL, SR buttons, and we're putting them in the rail and removing the old ones. You can see kind of the sand down the little plastic edges on my mouse pad of all places, and that is because it has some stuff from the frame it came from, so that's there, so it wouldn't get stuck. And then I start by transferring the little plastic piece for the joystick and all the buttons and stuff by lifting the Joy-Con up, because if it would be flat, the buttons would go all over the place. Simply putting the board in and all that's good stuff, and then I run away. Whoops, I ran away. The videos are a goodbye. Thanks for watching. Never mind. I came back. Then installed new joysticks. Well, the new joystick. The other one is later. And it's some extra assembly for the shoulder buttons. Since on the left Joy-Con, which is a better thing than the right Joy-Con for once, for all the times, is that the L button is actually removable, unlike the R button, which is soldered to the motherboard itself of the Joy-Con. And yeah, I did do the serial number thing. Now, you may think that it'll be visible from the clear shell, but in fact it's not, since it's under the battery and the shell is matte, so yeah, you can't really see it. But someone's who's gonna get in there sometime in the future will. Yeah, I peel a double-sided tape, I put in the battery, I put in the metal clip and stuff, and there you go. It is assembled. And then I go on to the right Joy-Con. Starting off smooth. Get disassembly and all that sort of stuff. It's going smooth. Remove stuff, the vibration. I try to remove everything in one piece without disconnecting 20 billion ribbon cables. And since this Joy-Con had a little bit of an issue by the stuff not contacting, so I scratch out the little burn areas which don't contact, and clean the buttons with isopropyl alcohol. And I also get some WD-40 for the R button, since it took a little harder to click, but that does fix it on the DS, so it does it on the Switch, and it works perfectly fine now. Simple fix, which is caused by the same reason as on the face buttons. And here I insert all the face buttons and the membranes and all that rubber bits and that sort of good stuff. Like that. And now all the mess of all the random stuff that this Joy-Con has, such as the antennas, which I actually broke the connector by removing it, unfortunately. But then I connect the cables of like literally everything that exists, which is a lot for this Joy-Con. Then I transfer the SL and SR buttons. I transfer the place, which is quite easy. And then I replace the rail thing, so it functions like new. Because the Joy-Cons have kind of a design flaw, since the cable kind of bends over the battery and then bends between the shell and the battery. So if the back of the Joy-Con sustains some pressure that is of large amount, the ribbon cable gets kinda squished, and if you repeat that several times, the contacts break, and in some cases I have opened the Joy-Con and they just pulled on it slightly and the ribbon cable just tore in half perfectly. So yeah, that can happen. But hey, now here's a big mistake, and also I hate about the right Joy-Cons is that the ZR button ribbon cable is like super short, so it's kind of impossible to very easily put it in place unless you kind of unscrew it from the middle panel. And yeah. Do all the typical assembly steps, such as the stuff. I tried to fix the antenna but fail, so I'll just pull an antenna from a parts bin, a parts Joy-Con, and plug that in and reassemble. See, that antenna with broken connector is now chilling next to the green knife. And yeah, I adjusted the screw pressure for the SLSR buttons, because if you screw in too tight, the buttons just kind of won't click, and if you don't screw in too tight, the buttons just, you know, it's weird. You need to screw it in just right. And yeah, I assemble everything again. And now, you're about to see the issue. Which isn't the issue itself, but it's my brain. The fucking ZR button, why you have to do this to me? Now, the main issue, the ZR button, was not that it wasn't working, even though I replaced it like 3 times. It was that because I plugged it in upside down and kind of partially ruined the connector on the board for the ZR button, but I thought it wasn't working. And the main reason why that happened is because the Switch Joy-Cons have like a bunch of connectors that kind of connect in different ways. Some connect from the back, some from the front, some right side up, some right side down. It's really just random. Why it couldn't just been the same type of connector, I don't know. Ask Nintendo, not me. But in the end of the day, I just kind of gave up and just swapped the board with another Joy-Con, because of the little issue that connector had. But later on I fixed that connector anyway, so nothing was lost at in the end of the day, just time, which is valuable, but still. And yeah, you can see me just struggling to do that stuff with the connector, like jeez. And then my phone died that was recording, so here's the TikTok angle. But you see me doing more of that. But I think here is the moment of time where I just kind of give up and take the board from another Joy-Con and swap it. Because I also at that time just pissed and tired at that board, so I just got a fresh board and I realized that I was plugging it in upside down the entire damn time. What a moron I am. But oh well, at the end of the day, then it'd be just fine for both boards. And yeah, as you can see, I'm kind of taking a while of reassembly because I'm already just tired since I basically wasted 30 minutes of that stupid little dinky ZR button connector. And yeah, I spent a lot of time testing just to be sure. I was still plugging in the ZR button cable upside down like a moron, so I took the other one, which was in fact, you know, it's just the entire mess that wastes time and money, because time is money. In fact, I'm wasting time now because I don't earn money. Oh well. Recording this in the middle of a freaking night, who cares? But anyway, here you go. And yeah, there we go. I'm finally reassembling the Joy-Con because I finally realized my mistake. And that's it. I was so relieved at the time. And then I do the typical reprogramming, the colors thing. So that they would like match with the actual color, and just some color matching. And there we go. Here's the Joy-Cons on the Switch in person, and I think they look kind of nice. I don't have an Atomic Purple Game Boy to compare, but I have seen one in person, and I think these Joy-Cons look kind of more purpley than the Game Boy. But that might just be the fact that Game Boy's board is mostly white.
Thanks for watching and goodbye.